rhyme book and read the composition.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
He cuts it to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Man in motion here. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. Great run here. He's across the 35. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. He finds some space again. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Clock.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Go, let's go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, easy. Route.
ETN again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey, run.
They go right back to ETN. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson on the play fake. He puts some air under this one, deep right. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Red on red.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hey.
They'll try it left with ETN. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line.
I got him.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
Here we go.
ETN has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hey, hey.
Here's A-Chain running right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Set. Go, go.
They'll stick with A-Chain. Has another lane. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Lion. Easy. Read it, put it forward. Read it forward.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He'll get this to Etienne. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
I'm red. Silver.
Running left with Bigsby. 1st down and more past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Jaguars looking at 1st and 10.
Here's the 24.
Now give. It's Etienne hit. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
On 1st down, they're going to start out with A-Chan. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go. Shaq.
A-Chain again. He's got the 1st and more past the 40. Down the sideline, past the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I put their ability to execute the RPO up with anybody in the league. In the best of the teams, when you get in that run-pass option, you create a state of conflict. You get that defense on their heels, and big plays follow.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him...
Touchdown, Miami! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Running it here with ETN. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by Chop Robinson. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Red on red. Go, go!
Lawrence now off the play action. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey!
Here's ETN. No one around. He's got space. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Now a carry by ETN. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's ETN on the give. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Working quickly here. ETN on 3rd down. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Slot man motioned over. Now we give left side to Bigsby. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is Etienne, and he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Etienne again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Teerlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
On play action now, Wilson. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Hey, Lion!
On the run, it's Etienne. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
On red.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Jaguars in a crucial spot late, trying for 2.
Defense 24.
Keeping it on the ground. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down carry for Achane. Juke the defender. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Handoff running left, Achane. Still has room inside the 15. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Hey, easy route.
They'll try it left with Etienne. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, run.
They go right back to Etienne. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That's taken in by Etienne. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Hey. Take right open. Hot.
1st down throw, Lawrence. He sends this one to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Right, let's go.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Rip, 23.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Hey, go. Hey, kill. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Lion. Go, let's go. Sink right. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Ready? Go, go. Lisa, 24. 11.
Here he is to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that one's incomplete, pretty fortunately so. That was a big risk, nearly an end zone turnover. Instead, it brings up 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Oh, and the kicking team's got it! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A-Chain running to the right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Setting up to pass. Vacates quickly left side. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! And the Jaguars, they're going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but it bringing pressure, and it's blocked! And the Jaguars grab it! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a blocked extra point on the play. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. His return starts at the 5. And he's out a little short of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, run! 11.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Buying some time right. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.